The confession of Dominic Martin and the statement from the police commissioner of Kochi yesterday that so far they are convinced that this was a lone man's planning and execution of terror, and that many other angles are being investigated. In this particular case, on the face of it, appears to be an open and shut case. Throughout the day, Martin was interrogated in his ancestral home, wherein he had a separate room for himself where he assembled all those explosives, the 4 IEDs, and later on took it to this very particular convention center, the Zamra International Convention Center. It's an exhibition center where he planted those bombs at around 7 in the morning before people started arriving for this congregation. 9:40, he was also in the very premises here, and standing in a corner triggered that IED and the blast that claimed the lives of 2 women and an innocent child which was about 8 years old. 40 of them injured, 13 of them in the ICU. This particular incident sent the Kerala police into a tizzy and also prompting the NIA to chip in to investigate the antecedents of this particular person, Dominic Martin. Dominic Martin is just another ordinary person who had a very ordinary lifestyle. Coming from the city of Kochi and his ancestral home at Aluva, his 2 children, one an engineer who's working in UK, his son, and a daughter who works for a software company in the very premises of this SEZ attached to this particular Zamra Convention Center. He had a very happy family and he was living in a rented house in Tamanam. He used to frequent his ancestral home, a room which was his hideout, where he did all those research and assembly of the IEDs. For now, the police will take him to the crime branch, that's the camp office, where further interrogation will happen, and later on he'll be produced before the magistrate and police will take him into custody. From morning, they're piecing all the evidences together. We have seen how plenty of incriminating evidence is being collected from his ancestral home. For the last 48 hours, the Kerala police are on their toes, piecing all the evidences together and corroborating with the main accused, the culprit, Dominic Martin, taking him to his house in Tamanam, the convention center, his ancestral home, and very soon he will be produced before the magistrate, before which a detailed charge sheet will be filed. But this particular incident has sparked off debate. Even while the world is divided over who is wrong and who is right as far as the Israel-Gaza conflict is concerned, the aggressor, the settlers, or is it the Hamas, or is Israel ending up in a total punishment? Those are the separate topics to discuss. But then the very fact that this happened during this period of the conflict had sparked off many debates. But then in this particular case, one can be rest assured that the Jehovah Witnesses episode is an isolated and completely detached case as far as Israel conflict is concerned. This man had very strong differences with those leaders and those philosophers who were forwarding the movement of the Jehovah Witnesses, an offshoot of Christian community which is seclusive and it doesn't identify with the mainstream Christians, be it the Catholics or the Protestants, and they have a separate agenda. About 18,500 such Jehovah Witnesses community is a small community in Kerala which had gathered here, and finally Dominic Martin deciding to put focus light on this particular incident. The heinous act has took 3 lives and many injured, but what in fact drove this man to such an extreme position to in fact assemble a bomb and detonate in this very convention center. These are certain questions for which the Kerala police is investigating the entire matter. For now, signing off from Kochi, this is camera person Venkatesh Perumal and Jayaprakash reporting from the Zamra Convention Center.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.